So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. Happy Monday. Time to get going again, isn't it? You are excited about Monday, right? You get out of bed going, woohoo, here we go. Or are you like, oh, it's Monday? And if that's the way you are on a Monday, you probably really hate Sunday nights, don't you? But we're going to change that today. You're going to get excited about Mondays. Today, we're going to talk about goal setting, if that's okay, and a very simple process. Goal setting has been around a long time. You should do it. I'll remind you why here in a minute. But there's a very simple way to do this. There's a lot of different variations to it. I have mine, but it's going to fit in. It's going to help. It's a good reminder for you today. You might want to get the daily nugget. Make sure you have this written down, or at least take what I say today and write it down on a Post-it. Stick it on somebody else's forehead so you see it every time they walk past. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, where every single day we understand that life begins when you move, when you take massive and perfect action. It happens. Stuff happens. You know it. Activity creates activity, and some of that activity bites you in the butt. Sometimes it's, wait a second, I didn't mean for that to happen, and like, what happened? Yeah, it's okay. So life gets in the way. We deal with it, and then we do what we always do. We stand up, we take a step, we repeat until we get what we want. Why would you stop before you got what you wanted anyway? Doesn't sound like you to me. I know you better than that. You want something? Gosh darn it, you're going to go get it, aren't you? You better believe you are. It's a good week to do it. Why don't we start today? How are you? My name is Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Grateful to have you here today. Man, the people going to YouTube are kind of crazy. I mean, no, it's crazy how many people are going there. We're building up our subscriber list because we're going to start doing new videos pretty soon. For now, the old ones are there. I'll take them down here in just real fast. Go to dailyboostpodcast.com/YouTube. Watch the old funny looking videos with lots of good information in them. And I'll notify you as soon as the new stuff starts coming your way. I won't tell you the magic number, but when I hit a certain number of subscribers, you're going to see a whole lot of me. Monday mornings, we always like to ask a very simple question. If you're new to the audience, a lot of people are, or if you've been ignoring me for 16 years, stop it. I say good stuff. I've done this a few times in my life, tens of thousands of hours. I ask the question, have you done your homework? Now, where'd that come from? Because about 15 years ago, almost 16 years ago, I was doing this program and I got an email from somebody saying, Scott, I'd appreciate it if you give me some homework to do. I was like, good idea. Now, I wasn't a guy that liked homework in high school, so I'd never thought about it. It's a good idea, but let's keep it simple. So Mondays, I ask you to check in with yourself and simply say this question: how is my life going? And then pause and wait for the answer. In every area of your life, it's going to be really good, going to be, going to be bad, or some variation, some iteration of that. Keep the good stuff, get rid of the bad stuff, and in the middle, don't do that. Get splinters in your butt. It's no fun. Asking that simple question and checking in with yourself is one of the keys to getting what you want, because you can only ask it so many times until you're finally going to say, okay, I'm tired of hearing myself say that. And you'll make change. Well, since we're in the middle of the year, and speaking about change, and vacations are going on in full strength right now, y'all traveling, we're going to be traveling soon. I'm hoping you're out of the airports by the time I start traveling. We're waiting until August to do that. Kind of saw the writing on the wall. No, I'm not going to the airport in July. Not going to do it. But soon it'll be time to launch again into goal setting time. And that means goal refresher time. Now, I actually, with my clients, when we get halfway through the year, I always check in with their goals, and they're always surprised. No, we talked about that in January, Scott. I say, I know, but let's see where you are. And I make them pull them out again. It's amazing where they are not. It's amazing how they've forgotten things. Yeah, I worked on a few things, but they've forgotten the major stuff. So first thing is check and see if your year beginning, the goals you set at the beginning of the year, I can see this. Give me a couple tries. I'll get it there. Look back and see if you've done what you said you were going to do. If you didn't set any goals, don't worry about it. It's a waste of time. If you go looking, you won't find them. Duh. Scott logic. Now, second half of the year is coming. What are we going to do now? So let's go over very quickly how to set goals. Lots of different versions of goal setting out there. This will work for you if you do this. And it's 8 steps, but it's easy steps. It's really easy. So if you want to set a goal, first thing you do is you set precisely what you want. Exactly, with clarity. Write it down. What's my goal? Lose 20 pounds. It's not lose about 20 pounds. It's not see if I can lose some weight. No, it's lose 20 pounds. Want to make it really good? Lose 20 pounds in 3 months. Period. Be precise in what you do. You're setting a goal that becomes basically an arrow going to a target. When you're precise, you can do that. So that's where it all begins. I know it's hard sometimes. It's really hard, isn't it? Yeah. You want to state why you want to do it. Why? Well, because if you want to lose 20 pounds, there's a reason for it. And when the pizza and the apple pie and the ice cream and things show up, you're going to want to have that unless you understand why you want to lose that 20 pounds by that date. So it's really important. That's why I start with the what. A lot of people say start with the why. I just have learned over time, call me silly, that typically people, they want something. And if you ask them why, they'll go, oh, because I do. So I always start with the what, then go to the why. Number 3, I want you to imagine how it's going to feel when you reach your goal. I call it the goal setting experience because I want you to experience the steps along the way. I don't want you to suffer. I want you to enjoy each and every day. But also, I want you to really, really think in your mind and visualize how it's going to be when you get there. How will you feel? I just lost 37 pounds. Yeah, I got fluffy through the pandemic. No, I was lazy. I had this vision the entire time. I knew what I was going to feel like. That's why I lost it in pretty fast time and hit my goals. Boom. And I've maintained it ever since. Still have a little toning I want to do end of the year so I can get my 60-ish pictures taken and go, look at me. No, I'm not going to do that to you. Imagine how you want to feel. Number 4, plan your initial steps that you will take. Notice the key word here. It should be in caps. Put it in caps in your mind. Plan the initial steps you want to make and take. I would never expect you to know exactly how this is going to work out, particularly if it's a couple of months or a couple of year-long goal. I would never expect you to know every single step. And the reason is because you might have the steps today, but as soon as you go into battle, your battle plan changes and they have to change. So at least get the initial steps, get that starting point, follow David Allen's getting things done routine, get that initial action. And then what's the next one? Whatever the next action is. If you're losing weight, it's eat a good breakfast. What's the next action? Eat a good lunch. Simple. Step number 5, launch into massive imperfect action. Notice the word imperfect. Don't get stuck in perfection. Who cares? You're going to make things messy. You're going after a goal, stuff's going to happen. Why? Because you're focused on one thing, which means you're going to be unfocused on something else. It's going to get messy. It's okay. You don't care about that stuff anyway. So focus on your goal, Just take action. You'll clean the mess up later. Number 6, measure your progress. A lot of folks do this. When I lost all my weight, I weighed myself once, if not twice a day. I want to know how my body was handling the weight loss. I didn't want to freak out if I had a little sodium one night and I gained weight because I'd checked the scale, 14 times a week. I could see when my body was holding water. So measure your progress every single day. If you're saving money, measure your progress. Number 7, be flexible in your approach. Whatever you thought was going to be the plan, like I said, it's not going to be. It might not go as fast as you want to, and there may be some complications along the way, but don't freak out. Don't stop. Don't reset your goal. Just be flexible on how you go after your goal. The people who are flexible get what they set out to do. They just usually get it in a way that they didn't expect. And like I said, if you've never done it before, how can you actually expect to get it right? There's going to be some changes. I call it Scott logic, but that's just the way I see things. There is one more that I think I should mention to you. It's a bonus tip. Remember, we know from the theory of motivation and goal setting and the research that was done there that if you set a goal, it better be the most important goal that you have, at least in that category. If there is an alternative to that goal, something that's better, something that's sexier, something that you want more, you may as well set it for that because that's what's going to happen anyway. So make sure when you choose to set a goal, that is a goal that's so important to you that you're willing to do whatever it takes to get there, because anything that you choose that is better, you're going to choose it and you're not going to get what you want. All right. So coming up this week, I think we'll begin to prep you a little bit for when you get back from summer vacation in the sprint that's going to happen starting in August and September. It's going to be a rough year. Recession's going to be here if it already isn't here. There's going to be a lot of job loss. There's going to be a lot of money made too. I want you to be on that side of it. I want you to be prosperous and happy. I don't want you to be stressed out. So it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. We're going to work on that this week and move you into the end of the year to make sure you are ready to battle and get exactly what you want, no matter what gets in the way, even crazy economic times. In the meantime, check out my Facebook page. Go to dailyboostpodcast.com/Facebook. Come on and join us there, and visit my YouTube channel, dailyboostpodcast.com/YouTube. And I'll see you tomorrow right here.